NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in week one as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Packers going up against the Bears. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between our visitors and the Chicago Bears. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Kyle Fuller is one of those new breed, complete defensive backs. Eager to tackle, but a better cover man. The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourself. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at 1st and goal.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well-conceived, well-designed, and even better executed.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2nd and goal to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. defense get the stop on the opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
You got the word in the description. Leave me alone, Golden.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this inside
play
the
my game. Why you want to mess with me?
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run
Hey,
is going to be
you
broken.
mess with me any other time. As soon as I start playing my game, y'all in my face. I was just upstairs. Leave me alone. You wasn't messing with me when I was upstairs.
You control the clock because
No, I was
they
upstairs.
have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I don't know where he put all the other things.
They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Having a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
They'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
You have to control the guy playing over the nose in order to run the ball up the middle against a 3-4, and they did that very well on that play. And that hurts the linebackers because what they're counting on, especially the guys in the middle, is that nose taking on 2, sometimes 3 blockers, eating those guys up, allowing the linebackers to run free and make a play. But when they control the nose, it allows other guys to get upfield to that second level and block the linebackers, and now the running backs got some room to roam.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over. Back nine. Detroit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Looking to throw. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And on the ground they go with the running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield to make the play?
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete here. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Red zone opportunity. The play clock's running down. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaquille Riddick. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they missed blocks and then they move out and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block it and he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to a running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
They go back to the air here. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they're going to speed things up here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Their dangerous wide receiver, 38 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. A little track jump. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, going to get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. So now it's first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick here is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. Another pistol look here. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that, but I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably got...
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down following the run. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. The Packer offense now ready to get back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. I guess this is how you define backs against the wall. You have a long way to go. You're down by more than a score.
And the defense really isn't going to allow you to get a big play, but sometimes you just have to force it.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
It's a quarterback sneak. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery then. And now it's 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is Guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. It'll be a gain of 9, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. They go back to the air here after the INT. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Their big-bodied receiver, 53 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special. Every year, week 1, you had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Chicago, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win.